Abusuya hire some D media. Say no first time I watch some D media. Me sure say obe subscribe to your channel no. Na we leave comment no asan share ama wo nua na so adamfo ana so obi bia abusuya na obi nso bitima hwe video yi bi. Media dey na mo nim say the amount trending issues on social media, the payment aspect so the na the politics so kakra so dey abego. Na ene chance of on video bi e internet no so. Na mo nyina mbeka ya obi a wota pay internet so pa go die no mbeka ya say lady bi no of Uganda a okọ Arab countries ni bi e ko serve wo na mo say film ko ye house of film. Na lady no the time so ya na nka oba be ko back to Uganda no. Abusanfo no ko so mpa kugya ne kwan na ohwe nkura mienu na nkura mienu be so obekọ. Saa video we be trendy na Uganda hapa na se be trendy wo internet so pa na nkura no nso wa ko fu plane no nkura ni su ma ne nko and so still they didn't koi na we dey aboy pian lady no and lady na din ko na abusuya company for say obi nton akoko de be de kwa e de pa 90 nanka get na isi ni percent want na wona ko nya gbo because na abusuya for na basic ma kire no say want na no ne kwa na entina kama say de oye na kwa na ni je no 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 mu ntu na katuom be times 3 kwa so lady said David baba Uganda we be fi abusuya na nsem wo mo mi nti de get ne kai.
Social media, I think this isn't the first time you've seen this video. A few months ago, this video went viral all over the world. This girl named Rosie is the one who takes care of these children. When her contract expired, she was supposed to go back home.
Bye, Rosie.
But on her way to the airport, something incredible happened. The children she cared for couldn't let her go. People at the airport recorded this video. Their emotional farewell video circulated across the internet. Anyone who watched this video felt emotional and cried, wondering what this girl did for these children that made them love her so much. This time, Rosie went back to her home in Kenya, but because of the love these children had for her, she didn't stay long and returned to Lebanon because of them. When I saw this video, this girl amazed me and I became curious to meet her and the children she took care of. When I was getting ready to visit them in Lebanon, I was surprised to hear that she had returned to Kenya. That's why I took a flight to Nairobi to meet this girl who became famous. How did she end up in Lebanon? How did the children she looked after love her even more than their own parents? Today, she's in Kenya, but will she ever go back in Lebanon? We visited her to uncover the full story behind her viral videos. This is her story.
My name is Rosie Atieno Oyola, born in a small town called Asembo Kanyegoro that is located in Siaya County, Bondo District, Rarieda subdivision. Growing up, I grew in a polygamous family. My dad had 2 wives, my mom being the last wife. So in my family, I was a family of 3, a sister and a brother. In the first house there were 6. Growing up, after I lost my dad at the age of 9, which led to me separating to my siblings and my mom, who went and got married to another family. There is where we lost contact, so we never spoke. So I grew up alone with my grandma. I went to school in Oboy Primary. I did my KCP in 2013. There is where I got pregnant at the age of 14. So beginning my life as a young parent who had a child at the age of 14, I had so many challenges. I stayed home for 1 year, then joined my secondary education. That was in 2015. And I studied until Form 2. Reaching Form 2, there were no finances, so I had to drop out of school. Lucky enough, my brother funded me and I did computer packaging, which led to me financing my child going to school. It was a bit tough. So I found in the process of me working in a cyber cafe and making money to study, to educate my daughter and also manage my life. So I met a boy who I got married to. That was on 2017. 2017, meeting my husband. We never stayed for long. Then I got pregnant, my second born. So the life was good. My marriage life, I can say it was good for the first year, and it started having problems when I conceived my second born. That was on 2019. So upon reaching disagreement, full of abusive marriage, it was so much for me. So I decided, I had a friend who was talking about going to Saudi Arabia. Me thinking about that, I had people saying when you go to Saudi Arabia, people dying, and I had a lot of bad news, but that didn't prevent me from going to Arab countries. So I started processing my documents, which took almost like 2 years and some months. So it was a bit difficult because I was having some disagreement. Oh, don't go to Arab countries, you will die. But I had to go because I was going to look for a greener pasture for my family and myself. And I knew very well that marriage is not working, so I will not come back to my marriage. So that is when I found myself going to Lebanon.
Her love for children was always incredible, but when she met Maria and Katareya, it was a perfect match. To some extent, this kid loved her as if she were their own mother.
Speaking about Lebanon has been a good country to me because the family was so nice to me. They treated me as a family from day one. I blended in with the family. I went to Lebanon to work as a house manager, cleaning the house, doing all houses choices, and I was lucky enough. We were 2 Africans in the house, so we were helping one another. So reaching in this house had 2 little girls, that is Maria and Katareya. Me, I was never employed as a nanny, so I started as a house manager. You know, when you go to Arab country, they study you, they give you time to check you, how you blend in with the kids, how you treat the kids, so that they can know your character. So when I was working as a house manager, there was another lady who was taking care of the kids. I don't know what happened, and I just found myself as a nanny. So that is where my journey started as a nanny. So before I was given this work as a nanny, I used to play with the other kids. So you know, when I was going to Lebanon, I blended in with the small kids because my son was 2 years when I was going. So when they handed the kids over to me, it was like that motherhood. I felt like I'm close to my son. I was just treating them as my own because I am a mother. I was just doing it out from my heart. I guess that is where the love came from. The first time I finished my contract, that was in 2013 October.
On the day she finally decided to leave and return to her home country, Kenya, a heartwarming video captured the genuine bond she shared with the children at the airport. As they cried and begged her to stay, the emotional scene went viral, captivating the whole world.
So me reaching my time to go, I just prepared myself. Actually, I never knew that these kids would cry that much at the airport. I was so overwhelmed, confused at the moment. I felt so bad as a parent, and for the children, they were so innocent, and the cry just made me want to come back, to just to make them feel like I never left them with bad intentions. You know, they were kids. So there is where, even though I had an agreement with my madam that I will be going back even before me trending and or me getting known, so I had to go back. The cry for the babies kept ringing on my mind, so I had to go back and take care of them. which I stayed for only 6 months. But due to taking care of them, I thought this love will already come down, decreased, because they were staying with another nanny. So on my mind, I knew everything will not be the same as the first. But unlucky enough, the way I went back, it was so much more than the first one. So I stayed for 6 months. During these months, I had so many challenges. My kids, they were kids. They never knew that mommy went to work. Like my firstborn is turning 14. She knew very well mommy is out there working, but still she is a teenager. She needed this love. She's coming to an age where she's realizing that she is a woman, challenges she faces as a woman. So these things, she kept on calling me, Mom, I need you here. I want you here. Are you lacking anything? No, Mom, me, I just want you here. And my sons, when I call them on video call, they will just leave the phone and stay away from me. And that was breaking my heart, because for these kids that I was taking care of, I loved them, but they had a mom and a dad. So that is when I made a decision that I will be coming home. For my daughters, they have no one. My sons, they have no one but me, because I am a single parent. Everything depends on me, advising them. So I had to compare money and my family. So I just left, not because I have a lot of money or to feed them till lifetime, but I just needed their presence to maintain their thinking, because money can't buy anything, everything. There are points that when I could have finished 2 years and came back with the money, their brains could have been brainwashed. I gave birth at 14. So my daughter, somebody could have lied to her. Ladies, we get confused at times, mostly when we need advices. So it just made me to just want to come back. I know the kids that I was taking care of, that is Maria and Katelea, they were heartbroken. They believed in me. They treated me as a mom, which is also breaking my heart. But I am a mother. And this is the hardest decision a mother can take. Because the cry of a baby, it cannot be compared. Because even my sons, the same sound they remove, they cry, it's the same sound that those kids are crying. It is the same thing. So I was just a mother who wants to make a life for our own children. Actually, the kids are calling me. I talked to them a while ago, like a day before, and they're crying. So actually, the kids are calling me. I talked to them a while ago, like a day before, and they're crying. So I'm reducing the communication to make them feel comfortable to whomsoever is taking care of them. So I might not be giving them sad memories. That's why I don't call them free often.
Rosie won't be returning to Lebanon. Instead, she plans to use her experience to launch a project that will provide care for children while their parents are away.
Okay, me as a mother who has the experience of being away from the kids, I would love to start a project. This project will be mainly for children whose mothers are away to try to look for something to build their own lives. So this project needs a lot of fundraising, a lot of donations. If you are willing to support me to be able to ease the pain of these single mothers or any mother who is away from their children, reach me out. I will be putting my numbers over there so we can be able to help the society and bring something different to these mothers who are suffering. For anyone who is willing to support the project, you can find me at Mama Rosie the Nanny, my YouTube channel, Mama Rosie on TikTok, Mama Rosie the Nanny TikTok, Instagram, Mama Rosie the Nanny. My number is on my YouTube channel, that is Mama Rosie the Nanny. All the details are there for you to reach me out.
I want you to know if
You will care for me. How you
It's not easy to care for other people's children, especially when you have your own to look after. However, Rosie treated them as her own, and in the end, it was worth it.
For any woman who is taking care of any other woman children, I know it is the most difficult thing. Most of us, we go through asking yourself that I'm taking care of another another woman's child, and mine somewhere, it is somewhere at home, and it's he or she has not eaten. Let me tell you, just to do good, because when you are doing good, it is from the heart, and you might be helping your child back home, because as they say, what goes around comes around, or what you do to others what you love others to do to you. So just take care of them, and just know that you are doing your best, and you are the best mom, and you are strong, and your children are proud of you.
Her selflessness teaches us that when we show care and love beyond our immediate circle, we create a ripple effect of kindness and connection that enriches everyone involved. So, the next time you have the opportunity to help others, remember Rosie, show empathy and generosity, and witness how the world around you transforms.